Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red Omega for episode 24 of the playthrough. Here we are back in Fuchsia City, and in today's episode, we are going to be doing a lot of Pokemon battles. We're going to do a lot of leveling. We are going to hopefully get our team up to snuff to actually be able to take on Sabrina and the Saffron City Gym. That was actually the whole point of us coming down here in the first place, right? Like, initially, we tried taking on the Saffron City Gym. We got whooped because all of Sabrina's Pokemon are level 50 or higher, and so we decided to go ahead and head this way, go down through the bicycle road, take on all the trainers right here, and then we took on the Fuchsia City Gym along with the Safari Zone. Well, today we're going to take that even further and hopefully make our way all the way from Fuchsia City up to Lavender Town, which may actually take quite a long time. I may have to break this up into 2 episodes because there are a lot of trainers on this area right here, this area right here, and this area right here. It's actually kind of absurd. Looking at my party right now, we're all pretty decent in terms of levels with the exception of Dragonair. So I have to level up Dragonair quite a bit, but here's the thing. I can't use the EXP share. So let's go ahead and climb up here and talk to this fella right here. Hi, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's aides. If your Pokedex has complete data on 50 species, I'm supposed to give you a reward. Here's the thing, it's the XP share, and he can't actually give it to me because I don't have 50 types of Kanto region Pokemon. So frustrating. The EXP share is actually pretty great because what I can do with it is essentially I could take it, I could give it to Dragonair and have it hold it, and then Dragonair could sit there in the very back of my party, and every Pokemon I take on, it will get a small percentage of that experience, which is definitely pretty nice. But since I don't have enough Pokemon to actually get the XP share, we have to level up the old-fashioned way. And the good thing about this is we can actually try out a brand new move. I was looking through my TM case today, trying to figure if I have any decent moves that maybe I want to teach my Pokemon, and I realized that not only can I learn Shockwave, which I may want to learn, but I could also teach Dragonair Secret Power, which is a pretty good move. So Secret Power, as you guys saw there, does 70 damage by default, it has 100 accuracy, and it has a chance based on the terrain to do something a little bit extra. So we're going to go ahead and drop Slam, because Slam does slightly more damage and is way less accurate. I might as well have Secret Power, and I told you guys it comes down to what the terrain is. So let's say hypothetically we're battling either in plain terrain, like on a road somewhere, or inside of a building. That means that Secret Power has a 30% chance when it hits to paralyze the target. But if we're fighting inside of a cave, for example, it has a 30% chance to cause the target to flinch. If we're inside of a rocky area, it has a chance to confuse the Pokemon. It has all these different chances to do different things based on the terrain that we're in, and that seems like a pretty good move for a Pokemon that's actually really good at physical attacks. Like, it's so mind-blowing to me. I've never raised a Dratini, Dragonair, or Dragonite before, so I was very surprised to learn that Dragonair is a physical attacker and not a special attacker. So it's a pretty good move for him. He does not get stab bonus, but that's okay, right? Because Dragon Rage also does not give him stab bonus, and it still does pretty well. So I imagine with this moveset, Dragonair is going to win a number of Pokemon battles, and that is going to be the goal of today's episode. But really quickly, there's a fun Easter egg right here that I would like to do. So let's see if it's actually still here. Let's see what the binoculars have to show. It looks like a small island on the horizon. Okay, let's check out this one. A large shining bird is flying toward the sea. Oh, there it is. That's so cool. That is so cool. So that, of course, is the legendary bird Articuno. And you can see Articuno as well as the Seafoam Islands from these binoculars. But what's so weird about this entire situation is it makes no sense. All right, so check this out, right? So we're looking out the windows facing, we're going to call this north, right? Now let's go back down these stairs. This is the direction, once again, that we were facing. Those are the windows, right? Now let's head outside. That means we were looking in this direction towards the ocean. And that's also where we saw a small island as well as Articuno. Well, let's go ahead and open up the old town map here for a second. That's not, well, I guess technically that is the ocean, but we were actually looking towards Celadon City, Saffron City, and Vermilion City, right? what it indicated was we were actually looking down here towards the Seafoam Islands, because that's where Articuno is found. Now, I suppose what they could be insinuating is that there is an island somewhere here that was never explored, and Articuno was flying around there, but I think it was actually just a mistake when they were putting together the original Pokemon games. I could be wrong about that. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that down there in the comment section below. Perhaps somebody did a bunch of research about that. Maybe there was an interview at some point that explained why they had us face that direction. I really have no idea. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on Route 15, about to take on an absurd amount of trainers. If you're not comfortable already, I suggest going ahead and finding yourself a cool beverage, maybe a tasty snack. It will probably be a pretty long episode, or maybe not. Maybe I'll break it up into two. We will have to see. So that's a pretty scary Pokemon to start things off with. Let's go ahead and drop the Thunder Wave here. The thing about Secret Power is since we're fighting on this road here, there's really no sense in me trying to get the paralysis effect of Secret Power off. It's really more about just trying to do a decent amount of damage, which right there, it did not do a lot of damage. Let's go for Dragon Rage, which does not get stab bonus. I learned that from your guys' comments in the previous episode. I also learned it by researching online, but it does ignore all disadvantages and stuff like that. So hypothetically, if they were naturally resistant to dragon moves, it pretty much ignores that, right? So that's pretty good. Now let's wrap things up with one more Secret Power. By the way, I love the fact that it was paralyzed that entire time. That is absurd. That is absurdly lucky. Oh, Kecleon. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen a Kecleon in a while. Let's go ahead once again. Just straight up Thunder Wave. I like to lead with that because Dragonair does not have a lot of hit points. All right, gonna hit me with that Slash. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, we're going to have to swap out. We are going to have to swap out, and we're going to swap out for our Typhlosion, because Typhlosion needs a little bit of levels. And before we head to Saffron City and actually try to take on Sabrina once again, I will be getting Typhlosion his Flamethrower. Don't you guys worry about that. I have a feeling that Kecleon is naturally resistant to all these special attacks. Yeah, I had a feeling, and now it's a fire type. There we go. So now it's going to resist fire even more. Let's go ahead and swap things out there for the Crush Claw, then, I suppose. All right, you can hit me 4 times like that, crying out loud. That should actually do a good amount of damage. Yep, there we go. And dropped its defense, but now it's going to be a normal type. That's a fun Pokemon because it's based off a chameleon, and so therefore it's going to change. It's going to adapt with what's attacking it, which is kind of interesting. Like right now, it's a normal Pokemon, and normal Pokemon are only weak, I think. I'm trying to think. What is it? Fighting? There might be something else, but I think it's primarily fighting. So, all right, and down goes you. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now, let us go ahead, and I want to check out what Pokemon are going to be in this grass really quick, because I have no idea. It's a whole new route, you know? There he is! There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's got Limber! No, now he's a Dragonair! Okay, so if he's Dragonair, does he take on the same type? Let's try a Twister. I think he does take on the same type. It does, but this doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Oh, now he's going to Secret Power me, which hurts a lot, and it poisoned me. Well, that's interesting. All because we're inside tall grass, and now I have this opened up on my second monitor, by the way, for those that... if it wasn't made clear enough, I have all the different benefits of Secret Power open up on my second monitor right now, just so I could accurately see what's happening. But yeah, because we're in tall grass, Secret Power has the ability to poison the target. And now he's using Thunder Wave on me. This Ditto is a jerk. Well, come on, man. I can't even really do anything to you right now. Let's go ahead and use my Master Ball on you. I want to catch this Ditto. So for those that didn't put 2 and 2 together earlier on in this playthrough, Ditto is the Pokemon that I was really considering getting for this playthrough. Now, here's the thing. Ditto is not exactly good, right? It's not exactly the greatest Pokemon ever, but it's a fun Pokemon, right? Because what Ditto does is the only move it knows is Transform. It will transform into the Pokemon that's facing. It will take on all of its buffs, I think, as well. So hypothetically, if you use like a bunch of Quiver Dances and stuff like that, and buff up your Pokemon really high, you can go ahead and make it so Ditto has all those bonuses. I think that's how it works. And he also gets 10 power points of all the moves that the opposing Pokemon has. So basically, you just get to copy your opponent's Pokemon, and I think that's really fun. I've never raised a Ditto all the way. I never took a Ditto to the Elite Four or the Pokemon League. I think it'd be fun to have him, honestly. This Ditto does not want to get captured. I'm hoping it hurts itself in its confusion to the point where it knocks itself out, or at least lowers itself quite a bit. So I'm going to keep trying to confuse it right now. Regardless, if I decide to use Ditto throughout the entirety of this playthrough, I would like to capture him. So I'm trying my best right now, and I only have 2 more Great Balls on me, so we're going to keep on trying to confuse the Ditto. And then, no, I can't really... I'm going to have to just go ahead and use Confuse Ray again here, because I don't want to hurt it too much. I'll knock it out. There we go. Now it's finally hurting itself a little bit. And now it's... Oh, I'm paralyzed. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to use the move anyway. It keeps snapping out of its confusion. Now it's dropping a secret power on us. Luckily for us, we can't have paralysis and poison. But let's go ahead and confuse up the Ditto. And hopefully, if it hurts itself right here, I really do think we'll be able to actually capture it. Let's see. Come on. Ah, you would just use... Why are you using Thunder Wave? Maybe I shouldn't get this Ditto. It keeps trying to use the same move over and over and over on me. Come on. Actually hurt yourself this time. There we go. Alright, that should be good. That should be good. I have 2 more Great Balls on me. Ditto, I need you to play ball here. Just stay. Come on. Come on. Ah! Ah, that's rough. Now it's confused. Hurt yourself again. Actually, that'd be... There we go. Now you are super weak, and you might end up knocking yourself out. It's my final Great Ball. Come on, Ditto. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we have captured a Ditto. Ditto is such a cool Pokemon, I think. It can freely recombine its own cellular structure to transform into other life forms. That's what it does. It's so fun. It is so fun. But here's the thing. I should probably go back and grab more items from the Pokemart so we actually have enough things on us to actually do all these trainer battles. And just like that, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I love video editing. It's so nice for these Let's Plays, right? When I whistle, I can summon bird Pokemon. Well, that's kind of a neat little ability. So I suppose, I don't know. I want to leave this up to you guys down there in the comments. You would have this evil abomination of a Pokemon. So we're going to have to swap Dragonite out here pretty much immediately. Who should I put out? We'll go Starmie. So I'm going to put a straw poll. I'm going to pin it to the top of the comments. I want to hear your thoughts and feedback on the possibility of keeping Ditto as the 6th and final Pokemon for this playthrough. What do you guys think about that, right? Like, would you like to see Ditto there? Now, keep in mind, the team we have right now is already pretty good in the grand scheme of things, right? I mean... Hold on here. You dropping a mist on me. Okay. Let's wait for that to go away. I want to show you guys real quick here, just to kind of give an idea of what's happening. So, my team of 6, assuming we keep Ditto and everybody is completely evolved, would be a Starmie, Water and Psychic, Golem, Ground and Rock, Typhlosion, mostly Fire, Dragonair, which is going to be Dragon, but it's also going to know Fly, as well as a couple of other things. Electabuzz, which knows, like, every move under the sun. And then there would be a Ditto, which, to be honest, Ditto would not be the greatest Pokemon. I'll be the first to admit, it's not the greatest Pokemon ever, but it's a fun Pokemon that I could level up very high and have it transform into things and use other Pokemon's moves. It would make every battle, like, that much more interesting, I feel like, personally. I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. If you want Ditto to be the 6th Pokemon, I am more than happy to have Ditto be the 6th Pokemon. If you guys don't want him to be a 6th Pokemon, that's fine as well. We'll keep on looking. Maybe we'll keep Snorlax. I really still have no idea what Pokemon I want to have as my final one, to be perfectly honest. So here's a question, by the way, about Ditto. I was hoping so much that the first Ditto we would find would be a shiny, but the chances of that happening are just so absurdly low, my mind can't even comprehend it. So... if we would have gotten a shiny Ditto, and shiny Ditto uses Transform, does it transform into the shiny version of whatever it's facing? Because that would be very interesting. That would be actually really, really cool. I don't think that's how it works, though. It seems like that's too good to be true. Because if that were the case, I feel like everybody and their mother would try to have a shiny Ditto. But maybe that is how it works. Again, I really have no idea. Let's hit that Dragon Rage up, though. I love Dragon Rage, man. It's such a consistently good move. Ah, covered by a veil. Well, unfortunately. You would have 1 hit point left. And then, oh, there we go. Never mind. Takedown. I thought Takedown would honestly do a lot more damage than that, but we're okay. And it killed itself with its own recoil. Dodrio. I hate having to enunciate that. Dugtrio and Dodrio. This evil Pokemon is actually really freaking good. Like, so freaking good. Let's try it. Let's try and win it. Let's try. Oh, never mind. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out swinging. All right, that didn't really do anything. And it's protected by Safeguard. I forgot about that. Well, never mind. I don't think Dragonair is going to win that fight. Therefore, let's swap out for Golem. Because even though it's a flightless bird, it's still technically a flying type. And it knows Tri-Attack, which does all of that. Which Golem resists pretty much all of it. So, you burned Golem. How does that even work? How does that even work? Either way, let's hit him with the Rock Slide. Assuming it actually hits, and assuming this burn does not hurt my damage too much. Because burn does drop your attack in half, actually. I actually didn't know that until you guys pointed it out in the comments of one of the episodes really early on in the playthrough, actually. I don't know where I'd be. Like, you guys have taught me more about Pokemon in this playthrough than I thought I even knew about Pokemon. Like, I've learned so many things. You guys also taught me that paralysis slows your Pokemon by 50%, which, again, I also didn't know that. I thought it just made it so you had a chance to not attack that turn. Had no idea it had other effects. Although I've got to tell you guys that playing through Fire Red Omega here really makes me want to play through the original Pokemon games again. You know, I don't think I would want to do a Let's Play of it because I feel like playing through 2 Kanto region games in a row would be a little bit redundant. But part of me wants to like get through this entire game and then try like the original Pokemon Blue again or something like that, you know, and just go through the original game once more because I really do love the entire Kanto region. I just got some Pokemon in trades. Care if I try them out on you? Well, feel free, but I hope they're cool Pokemon because if you trade for them, they should be pretty cool, right? They better not be... Oh, okay! A Sidra! Is that the first Sidra we've actually seen in this playthrough? It might be. Well, let's go ahead and... Ooh, Sidra. I actually don't know. Is it part dragon? In this generation, it might be. I'm not sure. But either way, we're going to paralyze it. And then we're going to try a Twister on it, which may make it flinch. Let's see. See, it did decent damage, but I feel like Dragon Rage is going to do more than that. But that's really confusing to me. That's really confusing to me that Dragon Rage does more damage. So Dragon Rage, no matter what, does like 40 hit points, right? And it does not benefit from stab bonus. I'm going to open this up here because I would love for somebody to explain this to me down there in the comments because I feel like I'm an idiot because I don't understand this. So Dragon Rage is a dragon move that always inflicts 40 hit points worth of damage, right? And because it always does 40 damage, it does not benefit from stab based on everything I've read in the comments as well as my research online Googling this, right? Then we have Twister, which is also a dragon move, which also does 40 damage, or it does 40 power. Maybe there's a difference between power and damage, I'm not sure. And it may make the opponent flinch. So if you're facing an opponent like Sidra, who does not have, at least I don't think, have any natural resistance to dragon moves, you would think that Twister would do more damage than Dragon Rage because it has the stab bonus and it does 40 damage. But it doesn't. Dragon Rage does more damage. I don't understand why that is the case. Now, I would really like it if somebody could answer that for me down there in the comments because that's very confusing to me. Again, I've never raised a Dragonair or a Dragonite before. In fact, I've never really raised any Dragon types in general for the most part. So, a Gloom, eh? So, if you could answer that for me down there in the comments, that would be fantastic. Let's go ahead and try to lead things off here with Secret Power. How do you miss that? It's got 100 accuracy. Am I crazy here? They must have used a move on me while I wasn't paying attention to lower my accuracy then a little bit, because this move has 100 accuracy. What is happening? All right, 4 times the charm, I suppose. Yeah, it did very actually little damage. I thought it'd be much better than it is, but right now it really does seem like the best way to go with Gloom. Yeah, with Dragonair is to basically use Thunder Wave and then spam Dragon Rage. It's by far its best move. Now you're going to Pedal Dance, which is probably going to hurt a lot. Oh, never mind. Didn't really hurt whatsoever. And now you're confused. Due to fatigue. All right, good. Good. And now we're missing Dragon Rages. We can't afford to miss Dragon Rage. It only has 10 power points by default. And now you're going to Moonlight. And now you're going to Moonlight, which is going to heal it up. Okay, I was hoping it wouldn't go all the way to full. All right, so now we're going to have to drop the old Paralysis on it. And then just annoy it to death with Twister, I suppose. There we go. All right, now let's try that Twister, which for some reason is not going to do really that much damage whatsoever. Yeah. It's confused, paralyzed, and my move has a chance to make it flinch. This poor Gloom. If there's ever a time, as I say, if there's ever a time for a crit, now would be that time. But, I mean, hurting yourself in your confusion's just as good, I suppose. I do have other moves I could teach it, like Toxic, but I don't think Toxic could be all that great. And there's also Blossom. There's also, was it Shockwave, I think it's called, I could teach it, which is an electric move, but this doesn't seem like it'd be all that worth it in the grand scheme of things. I don't know. Let's go ahead and retreat here and put Typhlosion out, because Typhlosion needs to level up, and I really don't think Dragonair could take on this Blossom right now. All right, of course, you got to paralyze me to start. A little taste of my own medicine. I can dig it. Now you're going to drop my evasive nifs. Okay. And now I'm going to be paralyzed. I can't move. It's fine. It's fine. I like it. Wouldn't happen any other way. Now you're going to use a grass move on a fire type. Okay. And down goes Blossom. I would hope. Nope. Oh my goodness. We really need to get Flamethrower. I am so over Flame Wheel. I mean, Flame Wheel is an objectively better Ember, but it's still an objectively worse Flamethrower, I would say. So, that freaking move, man. That freaking move. All right, there we go. Level 34 Dragonair. And level 43 Typhlosion. There we go. My boy Typhlosion. All right, let's keep on keeping on. What's his sign say? West to Fuchsia City. That is right. That is west. Oh, we got a doubles battle right there. I'm actually looking forward to that. Where are we in terms of hit points? I actually think I need to use a potion here. I'm actually really annoyed that I'm all the way down here in Fuchsia City, because the only potions available are these super expensive hyper potions. I don't need hyper potions to continue healing up a Dragonair that has 80 hit points. Super potions are much cheaper and much easier. Heck, lemonades are better than what we're currently using with Dragonair. All right, let's go ahead and Thunder Wave up. Now let's hope. Yeah, there we go. Nice and paralyzed. Now, how many Dragon Rages? We have 5 of them left. Well, through the power of video editing, I may have to repeatedly run back to the Pokemon Center and heal up Dragonair to full to get all of its power points back, so I can actually keep on using Dragon Rage, because we're going to run out eventually. I just realized, depending on where the trainers are positioned, I could potentially bait them into battling me inside of the grass, and therefore Secret Power would have a chance to poison. But if I'm always using Thunder Wave anyway, it kind of seems pointless to do all that. Ivysaur! Oh no! Oh, look at him! Best Pokemon right there. Well, best chain of evolutionary Pokemon ever right there. I freaking love the Bulbasaur line so much. Although, I think if I do an off-camera playthrough of Pokemon Blue, after I'm done playing through this Let's Play, of course, I may take Squirtle. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, by the way, this Ivysaur is level 36. 6 levels ago, it could have turned into a Venusaur, just saying. But, I'm trying to think of, like, all the playthroughs I've done recently of Pokemon games, right? And in my original Fire Red playthrough, which was, like, 5 or 6 years ago, but I took Bulbasaur, right? Because I freaking love Bulbasaur. In this playthrough, obviously, I had different Pokemon. When I did my PokeMMO playthrough, I took Charmander. I haven't taken a Squirtle in a very long time. And my original Pokemon, as much as I love Bulbasaur, when my first time ever playing a Pokemon game, my first ever starter was in fact Squirtle, because I had a teal Game Boy Color and Pokemon Blue. It seemed logical to take Squirtle, right? So maybe I'll do another playthrough where I play with Squirtle, evolve up to a Blastoise. You know, that kind of sounds like fun. Pokemon isn't about winning or losing for me. Me either. It's about the fun of playing Pokemon. That's a good philosophy to have. Goodness, I'm going to go broke. I'm not going to be able to freaking afford all the Pokecoins I'm going to need to be able to get Typhlosion his Flamethrower, or Dragonite his Earthquake, if I keep having to blow my money on Hyper Potions to heal up our Dragonair. Oh, you're a little cutie. So like a darling Pokemon. Part of me wants to keep on checking out the grass here, by the way, as well, just to see what else might be available here aside from that Ditto. Alright. Tried and true strategy. Lead with the Thunder Wave. And then we're going to hit him up with the Dragon Rage. Oh! It knows Synchronize, which paralyzed me back. Taste my own medicine, I suppose. I have some full heals, though, so that's okay. Oh, you would. You would be paralyzed. Okay, we're both just so paralyzed. Okay, so just for a moment, picture this actual battle. Picture this battle as if it were actually happening in the anime itself. We have Dragonair laying there on the ground, paralyzed, unable to move. And then we also have Kecleon also laying on the ground there, unable to move. They're both just laying there, just convulsing, can't actually move or do anything because they're paralyzed. There we go. Now Dragonair actually could use a move. Hey, there we go. And it's paralyzed once again, so we're going to hit it with one more Dragon Rage. Then probably finish things off with a Twister. Calm Mind. Well, I mean, that's one thing you could do when you have 1 hit point left. Maybe you should have done something else. But it's okay. I'll take it. And down you go. Who else you got? Wigglytuff! Freaking Wigglytuff? I haven't seen a Wigglytuff in ages. Oh, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. And, of course, I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed and can't paralyze it. Now I'm going to get double slapped around by this freaking Wigglytuff. Which, for those who don't know, is the evolution of Jigglypuff. But seems pretty obvious, right? Now you are paralyzed, my friend, and now I'm going to hit you with that. Oh, no, we're all out of Dragon Rage. Let's try this, although I don't think it's going to do a lot because, yeah, I didn't think it'd do a lot. It's using Defense Curl, which is going to continue to raise up its physical defense. Ah, my Shed Skin got rid of my paralysis. There we go. That's the first time that... Oh, what is it? It's not called a nature. It's, ability? I think it might actually just be called an ability. It's the first time it's actually taken effect. That is Dragonair's little secret hidden ability that it has, which is kind of cool. I suppose we're going to just have to keep on. No. Come on. Why? Can Shed Skin get rid of Sing? It actually did? How does that make any sense? I was joking when I said it. So the idea here is almost like a snake in a way. It can shed its skin and get rid of whatever negative effects it has on it at the time, right? Well, all Wigglytuff did is it sang to me and the lullaby put me to sleep, yet somehow shedding my skin got rid of the song sleeping effect. I have no idea. Either way, Dragonair won the battle, and that's all that matters. And we would get a crit right there, by the way. Oh, that's not even enough to level up Dragonair, for crying out loud. I should have just swapped out to a different Pokemon and saved myself all the time. Well, like I told you guys, if we're going to keep on using Dragon Rage, we're going to need to go ahead and run back to the Pokemon Center. So I'll catch you guys in just a moment. All right, and just like that, we are back and ready to take on these biker guys with their pink mohawks. Fork over all your cash when you lose to me, kid. Well, for crying out loud, I'm 10 years old. You're a big, scary man on a bicycle, or rather a motorcycle. And for crying out, oh, and you have a Kecleon. That's kind of cool. Well, either way, we should be able to take on the old Kecleon. So if I Thunder Wave it, is that going to turn it into an electric type? I think it will, right? No, it didn't turn it into anything. So maybe it's only when it takes damage then, which would make more sense, I suppose. Either way, time for some Dragon Rages. We do need to get Dragonair some more moves. And now it's a... Ooh, now... Okay, so now it's a Dragon type, right? And just look at how much damage Dragonair did to Kecleon. Basically, half its hit points, right? So, in theory, now that I'm facing Kecleon, who is a Dragon type, my Twister move, which, if you don't know, Dragon moves are super effective against other dragons. So, because Kecleon is a Dragon, Twister should knock it out here, right? Unless I'm not understanding this whatsoever. How does that make any sense? It does 40 damage, it's super effective, and it has stab bonus, but it does less damage. That I don't understand Dragon Rage. Why is Dragon Rage so good? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I have no idea. Like, everything I know about the two moves says that Twister should actually be good. But it's not. It's freaking terrible. I don't want it anymore. Shiftry, by the way, cool Pokemon. Unfortunately, have to swap out Dragonair, but that's okay. Notice how every Pokemon we have to swap out for is always a grass type that I can just send in Typhlosion to basically eat up. It's pretty great, actually. Time for a Flame Wheel. And just like that, no more Shiftry. I honestly expected it not to take him out in one hit because Flame Wheel is not exactly the best move ever. Either way, Biker Alex is down. That can't be true. Yeah, I mean, you lost, man. Your Pokemon's stinking. You only have 2 of them. All right, let's use one of my 4 Hyper Potions left to heal up this. This is such a waste. It's so inefficient, but it's okay because Dragonair is slowly but surely catching up, and I'm a big fan of that. Hey, kid, come on. I just got these off some loser. You took some guy's Pokemon? Well, you, sir, are rude. Viper. All right. I'm trying to think who Viper's pre-evolution Pokemon is, because I can't honestly picture it. Or is it? Does it not evolve? What evolves into Viper? Is it already like the lowest form of evolution possible? I don't actually know. And it has shed skin as well, just like Dragonair, so it was actually able to get rid of the paralysis. But that's okay. I hope it's got swagger. Which is going to, I think, increase my attack and then lower my... Oh, it's going to confuse me. I thought it was going to lower my accuracy. Either way, Secret Power should be enough, assuming I hit it. Of course not. That actually hurt quite a bit, and this is also going to hurt quite a bit. I need you to hit this Dragonair. No, that is the opposite of what needed to happen there. And now you're getting Poison Fanged, and now you're dead. Well, fainted, but still. Poor thing. It's trying so hard. But sometimes, you know, just sometimes doesn't work out for him. Let's go for the Crush Claw. Now I have to head back to... Actually, I do have a Revive, but... yeah, let's use a Revive. I don't want to run all the way back there. Was that a Zangoose I saw? Yeah, that's a cool Pokemon. I think Crush Claw is actually just a better move. No, maybe not. I thought Crush Claw would be better against Sangoon. Let's try Flame Wheel just to get an idea. See if it does more or less damage. I think it's going to do less, honestly. Okay, it did slightly more. And now you're taunting me for... What does taunt even do? Well, apparently nothing. Alright, there... I just realized that this big tough biker guy who stole some other guy's Pokemon is named Ernest. It's not a very tough biker name. It's not a bad name. I'm just saying it's not a big, tough biker name. I do have a bunch of revives, though. All right, Dragonair, time to come on back, buddy. Time to actually get some more W's under your belt, and actually get some levels here. Although I think we're actually getting kind of close to the end of this particular route, but there are many more routes ahead. We are going to need to go back and open that up with Cut. Let's see really quick. Let's hop on the old bicycle. So there's one trainer up there. I know there's a doubles battle there as well. Here's a Ditto. Oh, it's so adorable. I was hoping it would actually let me run away. So there's one trainer, two trainers, three trainers. Yeah, we are going to need to go back. Ah, our very own Kecleon. We are going to need to go back and grab ourselves. Oh, there's also an item there. Yeah, we definitely have to head back and grab ourselves Chikorita out of our PC. I guess we can just drop Snorlax and then grab Chikorita. And while we're here, we can also... No, I just realized. I just used that Revive and that Hyper Potion. That is super, super efficient. Use the Revive and the Hyper Potion just to head back to the Pokemon Center. But to be fair, I didn't think I was heading back this soon. But then I saw that tree, and the only way to get in there is to go ahead and, cut it down. So let's go ahead and drop our friendly Snorlax into the old PC and withdraw our Chikorita. And while we're here, actually, we can go ahead and check out the Ditto. Lonely Nature. I'm not sure what nature that is. But yeah, those are its stats. It prevents paralysis because it's limber. And it knows one move, which is Transform, where it transforms into a copy of the foe with the same moveset, which is actually really cool if you ask me. So, all right, let's go ahead and grab ourselves Chikorita. There it is. I have actually a pretty decent amount of Pokemon sitting here that we've picked up throughout the entirety of this playthrough here. Most of them were just given to us, and then we have a Porygon. We have the Pokemon that we got, of course, in the Safari Zone. And, oh man, Tropius, that's a cool Pokemon. There's our Lapras. There's Hitmonlee. There's the Eevee we got. Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and, of course, Charmander. Really cool. I like that a lot. All right, let's go ahead and make our way back there now. And hop on the old bicycle so we can get there a little bit faster. There we go. I freaking love the bike. So much fun. And also changes up the music, so that's pretty good as well. But I'm hoping that item's going to be worth it. I'm hoping it's going to be an actual... Would you move out of the way? Thank you. I'm hoping... Sometimes the reaction time with like a keyboard for some reason is just off at times. It feels weird. But I'm hoping it's going to be a TM of some sort at the very end of this. That would be really nice. If I recall correctly as well, we can find Venonats and Venomoths in the grass around here. But either way, let's go ahead and do this. You look gentle, so I think I can beat you. Oh. Don't let my 10-year-old boyish figure... let you think that you can actually win this battle with your Pikachu. Because I promise it's not going to go well for you. Here's a question. Can you paralyze... Yep, okay. I was going to say, can you paralyze an electric type? Because I don't think I've ever actually tried to do it. But then again, now that I think about it, Electabuzz has been paralyzed plenty of times in this playthrough. So I suppose I already knew the answer to that question. Either way, we're going to Dragon Rage. And we can also, this is going to be fun, use Dragonair in the doubles battle that's coming up here. I wish this game had more double battles, to be honest. Because double battles and triple battles are just so much freaking fun. Well, there goes Pikachu. And about to send out a Raichu. Does this Raichu know Surf? I bet it does, actually. I bet like every Raichu in this game knows Surf. Just because it's Fire Red Omega. And I still can't believe how badly that screwed us when we tried taking on the Vermilion City Gym. I'm like, all right, here comes Graveler, because Golden was Graveler at the time. Like, here comes There it is! I freaking knew it! I think the guy that made this mod just made it so Raichu, like every Raichu in the game, knows Surf by default. Because not only did Lieutenant Surge's Raichu know Surf, which completely screwed my Graveler over, but we also saw another Raichu, I forget where, but we saw another Raichu somewhere, and it also knew Surf. So, yeah, I think that pretty much confirms it. You have to hit this. You have to hit this Twister. Oh, it used Quick Attack! I thought it would use something different. Ah, poor Dragonair. It's okay, though. It's okay. More XP for Typhlosion. Which was actually kind of risky putting Typhlosion out there, considering the Raichu knows Surf. But I wanted to get Typhlosion up in terms of levels. So here we go again. Time to waste yet more items. I don't know why I'm acting like it's that big of a deal. I mean, I could very easily just buy more of them. I mean, it's not that hard to get cash in this game, especially with like a Versus Seeker or something like that, which allows you to take on trainers that you've already battled before. Okay, so here comes the doubles battle. Looks like he's got fighting Pokemon, and I don't want to use Golem because Golem will likely faint. Or, I'm sorry, make Dragonair faint because it knows Earthquake. And Earthquake hits everybody. It'll hit both the opposing targets, but also hits Dragonair. So, we're going to swap that out. You're perfect. Help me train my little brother. Oh, I guess they're not a couple, but rather brother and sister. He does not look that much younger than you. He actually looks pretty intimidating. Let's see who they got. Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. Both level 35 and 36, though. That's not super scary, to be honest. All right, let's go ahead. How should we do this? Let's go ahead and Thunder Wave the Hitmonlee, and we are going to Psychic the Hitmonchan. The reason why I went with Electabuzz is because I knew the guy was a fighting trainer, and obviously Psychic moves are really good against fighting Pokemon. Let's see. Yep, is Dragonair going to be faster than Hitmonlee? I wonder. Electabuzz is now 45. Very good. Hey, it is faster. Oh, but it's got Limber. I think my Hitmonlee has Limber. Now that it jogged my memory, I remember that all now. Doesn't even matter what move I picked, to be honest, because I think Psychic's going to take it out in one hit anyway. But yeah, the Hitmonlee I have in my PC back there, I think it also has Limber, so I should have remembered that. Either way, we won the battle pretty easily because Electabuzz was able to stomp right through them. Ron, you have to focus. Concentrate on what you're doing. Yeah, it was all Ron's fault. It was Ron's fault that your Pokemon lost that battle. All right, let's see here. What's cool and happening? Trading Pokemon. Yeah, I guess trading Pokemon is pretty cool and happening. What? Okay, so you're talking about trading Pokemon, but you have one of them. But you do have a level 41 Clefable. This is going to be a tough one. Let's see if we can actually win this with only Dragonair. Clefable, if built properly, is one of the scariest Pokemon in the game. I know it sounds crazy, but if you play like competitive Pokemon, Clefable is actually really good. Like, I have swept entire teams countless times with Clefable. In fact, there are videos here on Nero's Let's Plays of me sweeping teams with Clefable. Just look up Nero's Let's Plays Pokemon Showdown. They're pretty old. But for once upon a time, I was getting into competitive Pokemon. It's been many years since then, but I was trying to get into competitive Pokemon and learn the type advantages and different move combos, different team setups we can do and stuff like that. And yeah, Clefable is freaking scary. All right, absorbing all them freaking nutrients. Well, I'm not so sure I'm actually going to be able to win this battle with just Dragonair. We're going to see, but not 100%. Oh, paralyzed. Okay. But it's going to keep on healing itself. I really wish Dragonair knew Recover like Starmie does. That would make these battles so much easier, especially with me constantly using Thunder Wave. Here comes Metronome. Please don't knock out Dragonair. Oh, it used Transform! And now you're a Dragonair. And now he has all of my moves. Something to keep in mind. But I think because you're now me, Dragon Rage should probably take you out, right? Yeah, there we go. Not enough XP. Close, but not. I said trade! Yeah, I mean, you did say you like trading, but now we're battling. But for the record, I wouldn't trade my Dragonair for anything. TM18, it contains Rain Dance. Well, that's not exactly the item that I was hoping for. And I'm not even going to bother cutting that down again. We'll just jump over it. So, oh, another doubles battle. Cool. Okay, so where are we in terms of hit points? Yeah, we probably should. My freaking last potion, but whatever. We probably should go ahead and heal up Dragonair here for this battle. And I think we should also, because they're both those little pink-haired girls, I want to call them blonde-haired girls for some reason, we should swap out Electabuzz for probably Typhlosion. Just because Typhlosion needs the levels as compared to the other Pokemon. All right, here we go. Gary, here we go. We have to try hard. Okay. Try your best. Although I don't like your chances. All right. So Typhlosion might not have been the best choice, but then again, what is a Charmeleon and a Quilava going to do to stop a Dragonair and a level 43 Typhlosion? Probably nothing, to be honest. Probably nothing. Let's go ahead and Crush Claw the Quilava. Feels mean having a Typhlosion beat up on a Quilava. I thought that actually knock him out in one hit. Turns out no. Let's see what Dragon Rage does to a Charmeleon. Pretty good. But Charmeleon is not a Dragon type in this game. I don't even think Charizard is he? In Generation 3? I don't think he is. I might be wrong about that. There's just so much to remember with so many generations of Pokemon and so many changes over all the years, you know? We just do what we did last time, I guess. Oh, got a quick attack coming in, but it's not going to matter. It's really not going to matter. The Quick Fly allowed Dragonair to go first there. Oh, but you would have one hit point left, for crying out loud. For crying out loud, come on. Hey, there we go. Level 36 Dragonair. We're catching up here. We are catching up. And 44 Typhlosion. So we went up one level, but now we're still the same distance between the two Pokemon. And Dragon Breath. That may actually hurt a lot. Okay. Didn't knock me out, but it could have hurt me a lot. Let's just finish things off here with a Secret Power, I think. There we go. And there we go. Now, where are we now? Oh, I'm trying to avoid... Oh, wow. Okay, so we have that patch of grass still to go there. And then we have this entire area, which involves an absurd amount of Pokemon. Okay, so I think for the rest of this episode, what we are going to do is take on those biker guys, take on these bird guys, and then in the next episode, we're going to pick things up where we left off, which is going to be right here, because there's an absurd amount of trainers that are going to be right up north here as well. So that sounds like a pretty good idea to me. Let's go ahead and talk to you now. Have you heard the legend of the Winged Mirages? Are you referring to Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres? Because, yes, I have heard. Or are you referring to the great Farfetch'd in the sky? Freaking Farfetch'd, man. Apparently in Fire Red Omega, Farfetch'd was buffed because what they did when they were putting together this mod, or at least one person who made this mod was thinking, was he made a bunch of Pokemon better than they otherwise would be, right? And so Farfetch'd, he's pretty terrible in the base game, so they buffed him up quite a bit for this particular mod, so he's actually viable. So he might actually be kind of scary here. And especially considering I don't have a whole lot of moves at my disposal. Yeah, Secret Power just seems really like a dud for Dragonair, unfortunately. It just does not do a ton of damage. I did a little bit more that time, it seemed like. Alright, I need to knock it off there with those critical hits, for crying out loud. I've got a max potion. Don't think I'm afraid to use it. I think I have to. Oh, no. I am about to use max potions on a Dragonair. It's okay, though. It's convenient. Saves time. I'm okay with it. Oh, not bad. I wanted to go back to fight. And do we even try a Twister here? It's just so weak. I don't know why it's so weak, but it's just so weak. It does make them flinch on occasion, which is nice, but Secret Power is so much better. It just is, and it's not that good. So it's not like it's saying a whole lot. Alright, down goes Farfetch'd, which is, yeah, probably not going to give us that much experience whatsoever. Why? Why did I lose? Well, because you have one Pokemon, and that one Pokemon is Farfetch'd. Which is on the verge of going extinct, actually. In the canon of the Pokemon games. I'm not into it, but okay, let's go. If I had a nickel. If I had a nickel. Wingull. Wingull's pretty cool. I like Wingull. That's one of the earliest flying Pokemon I think you can find in generation. What generation was that? Either way, Wingull is a really cool Pokemon, I think. Turns into Pelipper, which is fun. And that would be a crit that just knocks out immediately. Now suddenly Secret Power looks good. And here comes Pelipper. Yeah, here we go. Look at it. It's so cool looking. I don't know. I'm a sucker for it. It's a water and a flying type, which is not something you see all that often, honestly. So based on the typing alone, I thought it was pretty cool. Oh, you would drop a protect on me. You would drop a protect on me. All right, it's fine. I mean, all he did was delay the inevitable of me dropping a Thunder Wave on you. And then you being paralyzed? You stockpile. That's fine. Now let's go ahead and Secret Power and hope it actually does damage, like the first one did. Okay. That's how much damage it normally does. It doesn't usually crit for their entire health pool. It usually just does that. And this is what happens when we don't have Dragon Rage, which is super frustrating. That's why I think after this battle, I'm going to have to run back to the Pokemon Center just to get my Dragon Rages back so we can take on all those bikers up there. It's actually faster than me right there, but it's okay. Because it was paralyzed. And now it's protecting. Again, you're delaying the inevitable here. Like, what's even the point? Times like these, I wish I had Ditto in the party. I could just send out Ditto, have him turn into Pelipper, and then give him a taste of his own medicine. I don't know. I really like the idea of having Ditto. I completely understand, because I did see some comments from people saying, like, don't get Ditto. He's not good. And in reality, he really isn't that good, but he can be good depending on the situation. So hypothetically, right? Actually, this isn't even really hypothetically. It's actually something I know about the game. One of the Elite Four leaders has rock Pokemon and fighting Pokemon. So if I send out Ditto, and I'm going to have to start heading back towards Pokemon Center here. If I send out Ditto and I have him transform into a fighting type, and I have him beat the fighting Pokemon, I now have a pretty good fighting type out on the board, right? And then I can use that fighting type against all of its rock types and stuff like that. When I recall Ditto and I send him back out again, he becomes Ditto once again. But still, he's just kind of a fun Pokemon because you can literally transform into any Pokemon you're facing. And with this being Fire Red Omega, especially, you know, against gyms and the Elite Four and stuff like that, I imagine transforming would actually be a pretty good thing, right? Because they're going to have some really strange moves, even for the Pokemon that they're supposed to be, like Raichu knowing Surf, for example, right? So I can only imagine what we're going to see when it comes to the Elite Four and stuff like that. So I don't know. Would you get out of my way here? Just food for thought, I suppose. I like the idea of a Ditto, but if you guys don't want there to be a Ditto, I understand. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Yeah, we took on every trainer right there. And so now we just have, I think, a total of 4 bikers. Then we cut down a tree and we grab ourselves an item up there. Or at least there's going to be a patch of grass. And that patch of grass is, I talked about in the previous episode how there's this patch of grass next to Fuchsia City that just so much reminds me of Spearow and Fearow, because I remember finding so many Spearow and Fearow there way back in the day. Well, this patch of grass up here reminds me of Venonat and Venomoth, because I've caught so many Venonat and Venomoth up there in the past because I just run into so many of them, right? So I'm interested to see what Pokemon are actually going to be up there. All right, that tackle is not going to do a whole lot, my friend. I hate to tell you. Now, fingers crossed, coughing does not poison me. And it's paralyzed. It's not even going to have the chance. Perfect. Perfect. About to send out Muck. Well, on the bright side, my moves are physical attacks, so that's good. But on the downside, Muck is still pretty bulky. Oh, no, that's fine. You want to use... Disabling Thunder Wave does not hurt me now that I've already got my Thunder Wave off. Well, I guess in plus, with Dragon Rage always doing 40 hit points, it's going to be good pretty much regardless. It may not knock him out immediately, but it's always going to do good damage. That Sludge did a lot. Well, mathematically, I don't think he can knock me out in one more hit. I'll have one more hit point if he does that again. So let's try our luck here. We are risking it for sure, but all right, here comes Sludge. Unless it's a crit. Oh, there we go. We're fine. Let's go ahead and just swap things out. Let's not risk anymore. Let's just send out Typhlosion and try and get Typhlosion up to all the other Pokemon in terms of levels. He's pretty close, but he still has like an entire level to go, so it may take him a while. Let's go Crush Claw, because you wouldn't miss a Crush Claw. But on the bright side, he was paralyzed 2 turns in a row. How do you miss twice in a row? You're just asking to get poisoned. Oh, not that time. There we go. Why couldn't you just go down? Oh, on the bright side, I was not poisoned throughout any of that, which is nice. The sludge even poison? Because I'm wondering if it does or not. I feel like it should. But either way, we made it through. There we go. Wipeout! You're right, it was. Alright, so now we have to use our final potion on Dragonair. Healed up just like that. And we've got 3 more battles. Pokemon battle, cool, Rumble. This guy's really into it. I like it. I like the enthusiasm. He's got himself 2 Pokemon, including a Dunsparce, who I can't Thunder Wave. I'm pretty positive because I think it's a ground type. So let's just ignore that entirely and go right for the Dragon Rage. Hey, I just realized, yeah, Dragonair's going to be 37 after this. That'll be pretty good. Assuming, of course, this... Oh, going to reduce my Dragon Rage by 3. Gee, thank you for that. Take my 1 move and take 30% of its power points away. Thank you so much, Dunsparce. Freaking little ugly fish thing with little wings sitting at the bottom of the ocean like that. Hate him. Hate him! Alright, about to send out Muck. I'm just going to swap out Dragonair, I think, and have Typhlosion take on Muck the entire way through. Although Typhlosion is kind of hurt here, because he did take a couple of sludges to the face. And now he's poisoned. Well, that actually really stinks, because now, no pun intended, we're facing a Muck. We need to swap Typhlosion out, and I guess go for Golem. Man, that stinks, because now, when we take out Muck, he is going to... All of his XP is going to be spread 3 ways, as compared to just the 2, which stinks. But either way, Earthquake. And you would miss. You would miss the Earthquake. And now we're he's going to lower my defense harshly. Hit the Earthquake. There we go. There's Earthquake. That should be a 1-hit knockout easily. Yep. I love Earthquake. It's so freaking good, especially with Golem. This is going to be such a good Golem going forward. We just need to get him more levels, though. Now we got this fella. I need to burn some time. Show up in battle. Well, you could ride around on your bike instead of just sitting here at the top of the road doing nothing. Food for thought, I suppose. Ah, level 40 Weezing. We may be able to beat it, but we are out of Dragon Rages. Therefore, I'm not sure we are going to be able to beat it with just Dragonair. We can try, however. Yeah, we're completely out of Dragon Rage. We can try the secret power. It does nothing. It does nothing. And since I'm already on the road, the paralysis effect is pointless. Hey, it actually does more damage than secret power, or it did that time. At least I think it did. All right, never mind. Sludge Bomb chunks me for damage, so we're going to have to swap out for Electabuzz, because Electabuzz is behind Starmie, so might as well raise up Electabuzz a little bit more. And here comes your Psychic. I hope you enjoyed, Weezing. I hope you enjoyed. Weezing's also a Pokemon I have never bothered to try to raise or anything, because I'm sure there's like 1 or 2 of you out there that like Weezing, but part of me's like, why would you? Why would you want a Coughing and a Weezing? I don't know. Oh, now we're poisoned. Then we gotta cut down this tree. I do have some full heals, though. And there's not even an item up here. It's just like a secret little patch of grass. I have 10 full heals. Wow, I didn't realize I bought that many. All right, Typhlosion, I've got you. I've got you. Now, let's see what we find here in this patch of grass that you have to cut down a tree to even get to. Okay. I'll take a Zangoose to start things off. I'm not going to capture him, but I think it's neat that that's the first Pokemon we encountered here. What else do we have here in this patch of grass? Okay, same Pokemon. Third time is the charm, so they say. I'm hoping for, I don't know, I'm hoping for I know what I'm hoping for. I was not expecting a Mightyena. I can tell you that much, for crying out loud. Now he's gonna lower my base attack. I was thinking maybe we should actually battle him for the experience, but if he's gonna lower my base attack right from the get, that's just gonna be a huge time sink of a battle that I just really don't want to do. Another Mightyena. Well, so far we found 2 Pokemon, Mightyena and Zangoose. And yeah. His Intimidate cuts my attack. I get it. It's a pretty cool patch of grass here, but... Bellsprout. Okay, so there is more to this little area. Can I just knock you out, like, immediately? Or maybe poison you? Notice how the animation of the spell changes effect as well based on the terrain we're currently fighting in. Pretty neat. I like Secret Power. I just wish Dragonair was better with it. He's not a normal Pokemon. Snorlax is. Snorlax would benefit from it pretty greatly, I would say, but... Either way, let's keep on searching. Oh, a Viper. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to run because I have 19 hit points, but pretty cool. Anything else? So far, we found 4 different Pokemon. 4 different types of Pokemon, that is. All right, now we're starting to get some repeats. There may be some other Pokemon in there, but if there are, they're like super freaking rare. So we'll get one more, and then we're gonna take on that final trainer, and then I think we're going to end off this episode. Yep, Bellsprout. I mean, we did get a lot of training in today, which is the whole point, right? We need to do this training, otherwise we can't take on the Saffron City Gym, and then subsequently all the stuff after that. So you gotta do it, I suppose. Come on, let's go. You guys are really into it. I mean, to be fair, we don't even have to go this way at all. Like, it's just an area you can go. I don't think there's actually anything good that's tied to this area, but you just go to it anyway because there are so many battles you can take. There may be a couple more TMs out there. I'm not entirely positive. But either way, let's swap him out for Starmie, I guess? I don't think Dunsparce can do much to a Starmie. Besides glare at it, apparently. With its jack-o'-lantern face. And now we drop the Psychic on it. I was hoping for the one-hit knockout. I was really hoping for the one-hit knockout. And that's the second time in this episode a Pokemon was on the brink of death and decided to use Takedown, which ended up knocking itself out with its own recoil. That is hilarious. That's such an ugly Pokemon. It is such an ugly Pokemon. Either way, we're just putting Dragonair out so it gets a little bit of experience. And then Starmie will finish things up from here. Can't use Toxic on Pokemon that's already paralyzed. Haha. And that should be the end of it. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I thought it was a pretty fun episode. Lots of battling. Caught ourselves a Ditto. Once again, I'll be paying very close attention to the straw poll that is pinned to the top of the comments because I can't wait to see what you guys think and whether or not you would like to see Ditto be the 6th Pokemon of our party or not. Always open to suggestions. You know, if you have any other ideas for Pokemon, please feel free to put them down there in the comment section below. But in the next episode, we're going to do the other route that we were not able to do today. Did we do 2 routes in total? Let's see. We did this route, and then... Wow, no. We actually... I don't think we technically did this route right here. Yeah, all we really did was this route. That's all we accomplished here today. Like I said, they have so many trainers, all so condensely packed all in this one area. So in the next episode, we're going to be doing this area, which is going to be another bunch of battles. But then after that, it's pretty smooth sailing. Like once you get right to here, and you're actually on the... I'm going to call them the docks, or the pier, maybe. Once you're there, it's pretty smooth sailing up to Lavender Town. Then, of course, from there, we just head right into Saffron City, and we can take on Sabrina again. So that is the plan for the next episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of the Pokemon Fire Red Omega playthrough, and if you did, please drop me a rating. And as always, as is tradition, let's go ahead and head back to the Pokemon Center here before we say our final goodbyes. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.